Delone Catholic High School invites your family to experience our vibrant school community. Visit DeloneCatholic.org today to schedule a personal tour or shadow day so you can make an informed choice about your child's education.
The best way to inform your decision making is to come and see. Visit us. Every day is open house. We welcome you to come by and to learn more about us.
Your child deserves an education that supports your family values. Come see how Delone Catholic High School can support your family.
This is Joseph Shirillo, graduating class of 2023 at Delone Catholic High School in McSherrystown, PA. My previous school experiences didn't prepare me to become the person I am today like Delone Catholic has. And when you enroll at Delone Catholic, you will be challenged, but at the same time, the school community nurtures you to create your own path. Delone Catholic welcomed me into their community and helped me become the person I am meant to be. I participated with the drama department, athletics, organized charity events, and serve in many leadership roles. All of these opportunities have prepared me for the next part of my life. Delone Catholic also helped me to grow in my relationship with God, and now I invite you to join this amazing community.
To schedule a private tour and learn more about Delone Catholic High School, visit DeloneCatholic.org or call 717-637-5969. Delone Catholic, prepared to lead, prepared to serve, and prepared for life.
Hello everybody, this is Danny Smith and I'm here with Bill Smith and our intern Luke. We're going to bring you some early action. Unfortunately, we're going to probably cover up a little bit of things that are going on down there because we have some housekeeping things going on for school. Best of my knowledge, there's no word about tomorrow. We're assuming it's a normal day at this point, correct?
Yeah, there's been no announcement. I've even checked Channel 8. There's only a handful of announcements ready for tomorrow. I don't think it hasn't come in the as early as it did the past 2 nights, so I'm guessing we'll be at regular time, but that can all change with a few texts.
Yeah, we do have senior night tonight for the wrestlers. We also have senior night tomorrow night for boys basketball, and then on the 29th we have the girls basketball senior nights. We do have a little bit of a change in our the upcoming live streams, which are on the screen for you. We had a little bit of change of schedule. So tomorrow, of course, we're going to be bringing you the boys varsity for their senior night. And then Wednesday, we're going to come back with the girls varsity senior night. There was a Monday game initially scheduled, but we had to change things up there with scheduling. That Thursday, everybody stays healthy and the weather cooperates. We'll be here for an all-school mass. And then Monday will be the last game that we do at home, Monday, February 3rd, which will be boys varsity. That'll be up for the regular season. However, we don't know yet what the postseason is going to look like. That's going to depend on where things are, if they have Ethernet, and a whole host of other things, if we have people available to do that.
Yeah, I'm not even sure of the seating yet. I don't know how solid it is. I don't know where our teams sit. So those things will all determine where the first games are. Eventually, for districts, the championships we know are at going to be at the Giant Center. But up till then, they're usually at the home schools, the higher seeds, home field. And then after that, we get into states. They have 1 or 2, I think maybe just 1 home game, and then they go to neutral sites to end up, I believe, at Cumberland Valley, or maybe back at the Giant Center. I'm not positive.
So there's a bit of unknown there. I mean, there's only a few combinations that are going to be plausible, but we have some unknowns there. While we're getting things started, I do want to thank our Squire Guild members. We have Trummer Family Dentistry, G&S Foods, Donald B. Smith Roofing Incorporated, McSherrystown Home Association, Griffith Plumbing Services, McSherrystown K Council number 2551, and the Ladies Auxiliary, Hanover Auto Team, David Roth Orthodontics, Thrivent Molly Bruce, Conawago Enterprises, Conawago Contractors, UPMC, And this, in case you don't know, the Squires Guild was established in 2023. It's an association of businesses. They provide financial and professional support for the academic and extracurricular programs of Delone and its students in the pursuit of excellence. And in addition to financial support, those businesses can support Delone through volunteering, such as a guest speaker, provide opportunities for students through internships, participate in tax credit programs, and as always, through prayer. The information on the screen will tell you how to get a hold of Mr. Thomas if you're interested in participating in the Squires Guild. He's our Director of Community Engagement. You can reach him at mthomas@DeloneCatholic.org, 717-637-5969, extension 216. You can scan the QR code, or you can go to our website, DeloneCatholic.org/Squires Guild. You can also find this information on the MyDCHS app. But we always like to get that information out to everybody. We also want to let you know that the yearbook sale is happening now. You have until January 31st to order your yearbook with a $10 discount. So instead of the $80 price, you can order that at $70. I know emails have gone out and there have been a lot of different information going out, but clock is ticking. You have till the 31st to save that $10. I believe we also have a slide for this next thing, Luke, if you can throw that up. Delone is seeking presenters for their Career Day 2025. It's on March 19th. And if you have experience, or if you're a professional or working professional in one of the fields that are on the screen: accounting, architecture, chemistry, childcare, cybersecurity, forensic science, interior design, parks and recreation, photography, physician assistant, radiology, Delone would love to hear from you. Please reach out to Mrs. Lori Heberling at lheberling@DeloneCatholic.org. You can find her information on the screen. You can also check out social media. That will her information will also be available there. We also want to congratulate the Hall of Honor induction class for 2025. Congratulations, Mr. John Gasly, class of 59, Dick Nieder, class of 63, brother Dominic Smith, class of 59, Lionel Linney Smith, class of 43, Patty Smith, class of 82. They will formally be inducted into the Hall of Honor February 7th, 2025 during the school's Founders Day celebration. That makes for 50 inductees in our last 10 induction classes. Please scan the QR code for more information or to make your reservations to attend this wonderful event. We've attended 2 or 3 of these.
I think, yeah, we did.
And they're so fantastic the way they're put together. They do such a great job with the presentation. It's just information packed. I mean, like I said, when I talked to him the other night, when I learned things about Tony that, despite having done this with him for years, him being your coach, you learn something new, and we got to reconnect with people we hadn't seen for years at these events.
There are people. I mean, I know even this year, I never had Coach Gasly for a class, but I did have him for a study hall one year. So there are people that almost every class has had somebody I had as a teacher or a coach somewhere along the line here. But they also celebrate people who've come from Delone and gone out into far reaches of the world and done great things. Yeah. So it's a combination, or one or the other, of doing great service here or taking your education from here and doing great service out in the world.
Right. It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful event. It's well put together. So I'm truly impressed by all that they do. We do have a blood drive coming up, so I want to make sure we get that in there. The need for blood is constant, and only really volunteer donors are able to fill the need. And that donation, that gift, goes out into our community and helps people right next door. I mean, nationwide, the estimation is that every 2 to 3 seconds, someone needs a unit of blood. And so in our lifetime, we're likely to help someone that we know and care about. So if you could please join us here at Delone Catholic for a blood drive. That's Tuesday, February 4th from 9 a.m. to 2:30. This event is being sponsored by the class of 2025. If you're interested, please contact Mary Miller at mmiller@delonecatholic.org or visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment. The information for this, you can find it on social media, you can find it on the website, you can find it on the MyDCHS app. This is a really important event, but I do ask that you please schedule an appointment. That way they have time slots available. You can also download the Red Cross Blood Donor app on the App Store, Google Play, or text Blood app to 90999 to schedule appointments. You list your blood type and the results for your mini physical, and then you can track your donations. So that's a great, way to help your community.
I do believe there are age and weight restrictions. You have to
Right.
be, I think, 17 and 106, 107 pounds.
And they go through all that in the mini
Right.
app, and they ask you any medical or health questions to make sure you're eligible.
And the first time I gave blood was here as a student. Now, since then, I have technically had a blood cancer, so they don't want my blood anymore. But I do my best to support the drive as much as I can, because I've had a transfusion. I've had other people's blood because I've needed it.
Right.
It's been available for me, so I want to help it be available for anybody who will need it.
This is truly a small act that has a big impact. So you can, bless his heart, our son is terrified of needles, but when he was a senior here, I remember him signing up for that, and it was a big deal for him to be able to help.
It's senior night for the wrestling team, and we recognize seniors every year.
Go ahead and open up.
We're going to start with our
Yeah,
three
we're
seniors.
gonna leave Jason do the audio for the.
Mario. This is John's first year on the wrestling team. His plan is to pursue a career as an electrician. He's going to start as an electrician apprentice through York Electrical Institute, the International Brotherhood of the Electrical Workers, IBEW, number 299. Gianni DiMaria. Next, we have John Paul Groves. John Paul is being escorted by Austin and Jessica Groves. JP has wrestled since his freshman year. He is also a member of the soccer team and the track team, as well as, track and field team. He is a member of ROCAPA, the Interact Club, and the Yearbook Committee. John Paul plans to major in business with a minor in mathematics and play college soccer. John Paul Groves. Our final senior, Austin Gregg. Austin is escorted by John and Linda Gregg. Austin has wrestled for 10 years. He was team captain for the golf team as well as the lacrosse team. Austin is a member of the Interact Club, National Honor Society, and is the treasurer for the Mu Alpha Theta. Austin is planning to attend Bucknell University or Messiah to study engineering. Austin Gregg. We'd like to thank the parents and the seniors for all you've done over the last 4 years. We wish the players good luck on everything that you do in the future.
Okay, we're going to try and get through a couple more housekeeping things, and then we do want to let everyone know the early application deadline has been extended to February 14th, so you can save $10 off the application fee. Go to the QR code, or you can check out DeloneCatholic.org/admissions/apply now. But that QR code will take you directly there. We also want to let everyone know that starting in February, bingo is back. You can join us for the Notre Dame Club. We're going to cut to the entrance here for, I think they're going to do, is this an exhibition match? 1 second.
No, I think this is the team's coming.
Okay.
The team's coming out. The Squires are going to be coming out to their
We're going to
music.
let them come out to their song, and then we'll come back and finish up. No. We do want to congratulate all the seniors, not just in wrestling, but basketball, swimming, all of our winter sports. While they're warming up, let's finish up with the bingo information. That first bingo is going to be February 22nd. From doors are going to open at 4 o'clock. Dinner, which is a turkey dinner, is going to be served from 5 to 6:15, and then bingo is going to start at 6:30. That'll take place here at Delone Catholic High School. And for more information, you can reach out to Patty Smith for tickets, 451-7618. You want to throw that graphic back up real quick. They also would like you to know that they're collecting non-perishable food items for God's Meal Barrel and donations for Adams County SPCA.
Delone Catholic is emphasizing good sportsmanship from its coaches, players, and fans. This contest is being played for the benefit of the student athletes of these schools. Wait for stoppage in play to exit the gymnasium. Yep. Any spectator by their actions will be.
We're going to let Jason give you the starting lineup.
From the gymnasium. In case of an emergency, please use either Delone Avenue exit or South Street exit of the main lobby. We'd like to thank G4 Security for being on the end this evening. Spectators in need of assistance may identify security at the entrance of the gymnasium. In the event of sudden cardiac arrest, the closest AED can be found in the gymnasium lobby. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. Let's meet tonight's starting lineup. Starting at 107, for the Squires, Channing Hickok and Charlie Schaefer. At 114, Charlie Schaefer, Channing Hickok. At 121, for the Knights, Riley Stoner. For the Squires, Nate Hampton. At 127, for the Knights, John Perez. For the Squires, Joey Bunting. At 133, Gavin Green for the Squires. At 139, for the Knights, Gavin Kramer. For the Squires, J.P. Groves, Rocket Defada. At 145, for the Knights, Jeremiah Harbaugh, Rocket Defada, J.P. Groves. At 152, for the Knights, Heath Kramer or Andre Dan for the Squires. At 160, for the Knights, Nathan Anders and Jamie Aquino for the Squires. At 172, for the Squires, Gianni DiMaria. 189, for the Squires, Austin Gray. At 215, Lincoln Kirshner for the Knights. At 285, for the Squires, Caleb Tyler. Coaches, Britton Shelton and Paige Starstetter for the Knights. The Squires are Chad Giraffe, Ryan Green, Colin Schill, Eric Furman, John Gray. Tonight's referee is Joe Nieder. At this time, please ask you to remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem.
looks like we're back on. Give me one.
We're going to be starting here at 1:39 with Gavin Kramer and either JP Groves or Rocco DeFada. We'll figure that out when they have the toss here.
And I do want to ask everybody to stick around after the matches are done, because we have a co-ed wrestling team season roundup that we're going to go over at the end. And all the information that we talk about, be it the Squires Guild, anything, you can find all that information on the MyDCHS app, the website, or the social media pages. So if there's anything you want to know more about, please check out one of those.
Yeah, so we're going to have at 1:39 Gavin Kramer and JP Groves.
Kramer for the Knights versus JP Groves for the Squires.
And JP is one of our seniors.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he started at 106 back when he was a freshman. But he's really taken to wrestling. Just about out of bounds. Now they're working back towards the middle, feeling each other out. JP trying to go around behind and trying to get a trip. Still behind him, but not getting him, hasn't gotten him down yet. As we're ready for now our first takedown, a reminder, actually I've only learned recently they've gone to 3 points for a takedown now, so we're at 3-0, a minute gone in the first period, and we now have an escape, so they're back up to neutral with the score 3-1. Groves is in the lead. I'm coming down to 30. Yeah, they're having an attempt. They got a single leg attempt and a takedown. Perhaps no, almost a reversal, but JP recovered. So we're now at 6-1. I think we have some back points. Maybe it wasn't enough. We'll see. Okay, as we end the first, it's going to be 6-1 in favor of JP Groves. Groves chooses to take the down position. And he escapes for the it should be 7-1. He had the escape there. They'll catch it up. But yeah, this is the sort of thing where it used to be a bit of an advantage to escape and then get a takedown, because that would be 1 for the escape, 2 for the takedown, as opposed to a reversal. But now it's even more so, because a takedown being 3 points, if you escape in one movement and get a takedown with another, that's 4 points, double the points as you would if you would just do a reversal, which would be essentially both those things in the same movement. But with that takedown, we're now at 11-1 Groves, under a minute now in the second period. I think we have a stall warning. I think Joe gave that. sorry, I know Joe from reffing, and he was ahead of me here at school a little, decades ago. So if I mention Jason, he's also the announcer. I went to grade school, high school, and college with him, so I've known him forever. But we're at 11-1 under 30 seconds. Not a whole lot of movement here. It is sort of the responsibility of the wrestler underneath to try to make a move. But now he's getting back points now, or near fall points. Getting close. They're checking to see, and we have with just 3 seconds to go, we do have a pin by Groves.
It's always nice on senior night when we get to see our seniors wrestle.
And that pinfall is going to be 16 points for Delone. So it'll be 6-0 going into our next. And it appears there's going to be Jeremiah Harbaugh for the Knights. And Rocco DeFada for the Squires.
Rocco is a 9th grader.
And for the Knights at 145, Jeremiah Harbaugh.
And we have a start here. Both wrestlers kind of long and thin, so there could be some long reaches and nice action here. Tactically, at least. I hear if you have big long limbs, there are certain things that are easier to do. I would not know that. Both wrestlers still trying to work for their first points of the match as we approach 1 minute to go in the first.
Both young men seem to be taking their time to make their move.
Yeah, and I'm not sure, even for Rocco, I'm not sure how experienced either of these wrestlers are. They could be very experienced and looking for minute little weaknesses, or they could be inexperienced and being a little timid. But I'm not positive. They seem to be making adequate advancement, movement, working on going for a takedown, but nobody's committed really to anything yet.
Under 20 seconds now in this first period.
Oh. Rocco did go for a shoot there. He shot for a takedown, but didn't connect. And as we finish the first, it's still 0-0. And having no scoring yet, that makes it a little bit weird to decide what you want to do in the second. If you've shown that you're able to get a takedown, or if you've shown you're able to escape, that could help you figure out what you want to do. Since not a whole lot's been accomplished yet, I think they just chose to continue as they were. Well, good. They're out of bounds. Let's see how we scored that.
There seemed to be a little bit of hesitation on Rocco. Not sure what to do when he pushed him backwards, but
Rocco did get Harbaugh off his feet, but as he was, I believe, out of the ring, even when Rocco went to finish the takedown, he himself had to get out of the ring too, so it didn't count because it wasn't in the ring. So they Joe reset him here in the center in neutral position again, and we're going to try again as we're under a minute in the second, trying to look for our first points. Now, Harbaugh shoots for a double. Doesn't have it yet, but he's still in there at it as we get 15. And we have a takedown, yeah. Harbaugh has control, Rocco's back. And we have a timeout for blood. Appears Defado began bleeding. And as we stop the bleeding and clean the mat and the wrestlers, the coaches are working with their wrestlers as well.
And if I remember correctly, they have a certain amount of time that they have to get the blood stopped, and if they can't, then it's a forfeit. Is that correct?
There is some regulation. I have to admit that I'm not that far in the book yet. I am between basketball and everything. I've had not a lot of time, but I'm working on perhaps taking my test for wrestling, perhaps doing some refereeing for wrestling.
The only reason I remember that is because I remember there was a Delone where the wrestler that they couldn't.
It kept starting up again.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're down under 8 seconds in the second with 3-0 Harbaugh over Defada. It'd be nice to get a point on an escape here if possible in these waning seconds, but it doesn't appear. So yeah, we finished the second period with the score: Fairfield 3, Delone 0. And I believe Harbaugh's taking the down position. Rocco's working to turn him over. Kind of work the half on one side and then the other. He's got one in. He's got the right arm in. Looking to turn him. Good defense there by Harbaugh. But Rocco slips around. Brings him back down. But if you're going from one side and don't get it, you're trained to flip over and try the other side, try to roll the other way, but he's getting. And now he's working on the left shoulder. Coming back to the right, it might appear. No, he's going over top on the left. And I think we have perhaps a stall point for. Yeah, Fairfield was caught with a stall, so it's 3-1. However, we're getting close to the edge with less than 30 to go. There would need to be some near fall points perhaps, but now we're going back to the center. with a 2-point deficit, there's a short list, but there are some things that DeFada can do to make up those points. So Rocco maintains position, but he needs a score. Now he's working to turn him.
Just under 10 seconds.
Yep, I don't think there's time to turn. Yeah, there's not time to switch. I think we just ran out of time a little bit there.
Those gentlemen were well matched, and that was a well fought set there.
But good sportsmanship on the part of both guys. I think Harbaugh looks to be in some abdominal pain. That could be a pull.
Yeah, he was struggling quite a bit there.
If you're spending a lot of time contracting those abdominal muscles, you can pull something, and that's one of the more painful things I've ever had. It ranks up there close to kidney stone.
Andre's an 11th grader.
Yeah, we have Andre Deng for the Squires and
I did not
Heath Kramer
Heath.
for the Knights up here in 152. Kramer's quite aggressive, but Andre's almost got around. Andre was defending well, but was a little too high on that switch. He almost got the takedown, but now Kramer's on Deng's back. Looks like he's got a cradle, but he lost it. Reversal. And he's getting some near fall points. That's some very, very impactful movement there by Deng. He's already up to 6 points between the reversal and the near fall points.
We're under a minute in this period. Again, these gentlemen seemed well matched.
Yes, we have a reversal back now, so it's going to be, and now we even have some. I was going to kind of push back on that. I think Andre's a pretty new wrestler. But one of the differences I've seen through the years here is that it's the inexperienced wrestlers that get caught leaving something open. And when they do that is usually a big deal. But
that's where that experience comes in.
And that's it. The difference between people who have been wrestling since they were 5 and newer wrestlers is the ones that were wrestling since they were really young have had that done to them before. And they can feel it coming and sometimes get out of it. But it's a great experience, even if you're new, even if you're just getting into it. So here we have Nathan Anders for the Knights and Jamie Aquino for the Squires. Anders went for a shot. He's still working on a single leg. We're getting closer. Jamie's sprawling out of it, but he finishes the takedown, does Anders, and we're at 3-0 here as we approach 1 minute to go in the first.
I do want to say the matches that we saw before we kicked things off here tonight, it was great to see the young wrestlers in. We had an exhibition match from some young ladies. This is the first year that Delone's had co-ed wrestling, so it's really nice to see the great sportsmanship among everybody and how well they got out there and showed their skills tonight.
Yeah, the whole team for Fairfield came out both before junior high and before varsity, and there's a great discrepancy in weights and in ages, but they have a lot of good people, a lot of
and it was nice to see the older, more experienced wrestlers out here calling out and supporting the younger or the newer wrestlers, you know.
Yeah, they seem to have the core of a really good group.
Yeah.
It's always tough for a team this or a school the size of Fairfield to keep a consistent program full of people, because there's 13 or so weight classes to fill, and you can't just get 13 people. They have to be 13
right.
people that are the weights that you need, progressing up from 100 to 285 pounds.
And we've also seen that here at Delone over the years.
We have. We've had some very good individual wrestlers. However, sometimes that's a team-wide lack. We have a lack of wrestlers for certain weight classes. Just people of a certain size aren't in that class or aren't wrestling from that group.
And you run into it with smaller schools. There's so many activities going on that it's hard to get enough to fill all the slots for all the different sports and events. And
well, it appears that Andre did get a takedown here, so he's up 7-3 now. So it's very commendable for Andre.
Is that Andre Dang or is it Jamie that's out there wrestling?
Oh, I'm sorry, it's Jamie Aquino. I'm sorry, it is Jamie. Okay, so I'm not that there's anything wrong, but I've
given the wrong credit.
Yeah, I was giving credit to the wrong
wrestler. Sorry about that to Jamie's family if you're watching, and Jamie, if you come back and look, we want to definitely give credit to the.
Yeah, it's very good job, even in defeat.
But it was nice. I mean, so far the matches that you could see some skill differential, but really and truly, nobody's come out and been. It's been a pretty even match as far as
there's
as
not been
watching that. No one's walked out and just won.
Okay.
You're seeing a lot of skill and effort.
Yeah. Now we have 172.
172 Squire, Gianni DiMaria.
And I don't think there's a Fairfield wrestler to.
Gianni is one of our seniors, so we want to congratulate him. Hate to see a senior not have a match, but I don't think. Do they have any other events?
They did.
Are there any other away matches?
I don't know if they do.
Gotcha.
189, Austin Gregg for the Squires.
Yeah, it appears we
Austin
have
Gregg is
several.
another one of our seniors.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Austin.
Yeah, we have another now. Fairfield, Lincoln.
215 for the Knights, Lincoln Kirshner.
Lincoln Kirshner is.
Yeah, and I just don't think we have anybody
don't have
that's in that weight class.
And then here with heavyweight, Caleb's going to come out, and they don't have anybody for him.
At 285, Caleb Tyler for the Squires.
And Caleb's one of our 10th graders, so we've got a couple more years to see out of him.
Now we go down to the lighter weights. We have back to 107. I still think we have a few more forfeits.
And 107, Channing Hickok for the Squires.
You have Channing Hickok winning a forfeit at 107.
He's one of our 9th graders, so we'll have a few more years of covering his matches.
And I believe this will be Charlie Schaefer as well coming up for the Squires.
114 for the Squires, Charlie Schaefer.
Again, one of our 9th graders, so we have a few more years of watching him develop through this program. And it's great. Our coaches
And
and the parents and the
I believe we here at 121 are going to have Fairfield win a forfeit.
At 121, for the Knights, Riley Stoner.
And now we go to 127. This might be the last match that we have. Looks like we're going to have John Perez and Joey Bunty. There's Joey. There's Joe out there, and I think this is going to be John Perez.
127, the Squires Joey Bunty versus Knights John Perez.
we want to take a minute and thank our PIAA ref and our timekeeper and our parents and our coaches who put time in to make these events possible.
Yeah, this stuff doesn't just happen. The more you're around it and see it, the more pieces of it you find, and there are people that are here since school let out. Not just us, many,
You also have the people in concessions, the people at the door. Like, really, it takes a good, solid group to make these events happen, and we do appreciate from our AD and his staff. We have Mr. Lawrence here. We have Mrs. Miller, Reverend Rudolph. We appreciate all they do to make these events happen from start to finish.
Yeah, I mean, our announcer and scorekeeper, Jason Reese, there, his son graduated 2 years ago, and now his daughter does help manage a lot of the winter sports, but
You'll see Jason at the football games up in the booth and out here for these events, and
he helps with stats in football and sometimes with recording. Joey's trying to finish, just now finishes a takedown as we get to 30 seconds in the first.
but Delone is trying to grow their wrestling program, opening it up co-ed, so opportunities for the young ladies as well as gentlemen coming in through. That's new for Delone.
Well, it's relatively new for PIAA, especially having girls programs. It's really growing. That was one of the key things from the PIAA convention last summer. Girls wrestling is growing, and they're looking at girls flag football to start this year or next, and it seems to be very, very popular throughout the state.
And while the winter sports are starting to wind down for their regular season, we'll go into postseason with districts, counties, districts, states, but we're already starting to think about the spring sports.
I think we might have a stalemate, but I think Joe's making progress. He has the takedown. And he's going to have some near fall points. If not, then he gets the pin. So I think we will just have the one last contestant here. Gavin Green will be out, but I don't think he has an opponent.
Gavin is one of our 10th graders. So we have a few more years of seeing some of our young squires out here yet. Well, we want to thank the Knights for coming out. I mean, the matches that we were able to see were well put together, well constructed. They did a great job. We do want to give a little bit of a round out of the co-ed wrestling teams. Tonight was senior night, so you might have to help me out here with some of these names, Bill. But on December 5th, the wrestling team had lost against Bermudian Springs 22-51. On the 19th, the team won against Hanover 45-24. December 27th, at the Turner Holiday Classic, Gavin Green brings home the gold at 133, and Channing Hickok earned
Hickok, yep.
an 8th place medal at 107. On January 3rd, wrestling team participated in the YAIAA individual tournament at Central York with Gavin Green, 133, and Faith Gladfelder, 118, bringing home gold medals. Nathaniel Hardy, 121, earned a silver medal. On January 9th, the wrestling team lost against Biglerville, 17-56. On January 14th, our wrestling team lost against Littlestown, 21-53. The 16th, the wrestling team took another loss against York Tech, 34-42. And on the 21st of January, the wrestling team had lost against Redline in a 30-40. So, but congratulations to all the Squires on their individual and team victories, and congratulations to our seniors. Hope they go on to bigger, better things, and they'll come back and visit us again in the future. We will be back tomorrow, January 24th, with the boys varsity basketball. We will be playing who, Luke? Do you remember? Littlestown. So we'll be here with the Bolts. You will find us with Tony Weaver, and I believe George Nieder will be here. I think Luke's going to be running the camera because Mr. Knoll is off on a little adventure. So until then, anything else, Bill?
I don't believe so. I think that's everything. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Fairfield, for bringing a good match. Thanks to the Squires for their efforts, and everybody helping to bring this on, and to our seniors for their service to the school, and hopefully the year will continue with good memories for them.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Have a good evening.